Hello, I'm Isaiah. I'm getting into Magic the Gathering, and I need money to pay for Magic the Gathering stuff. Because my god, is this an expensive hobby. But I'm making this channel because I like Magic, and I want to have an excuse to play more Magic. So in the future, we will be doing the Commander games. Boom, boom, boom. Sound effects made by me. That's very close to the mic. Anyway, today I will be talking about some of the commanders that I like to play, and some of the ones that I have work in progress. And then I will show you the commanders that my friends play at the Magic table. Some of them are fun, some of them are annoying, some of them suck. And then, suck, they're just bad. And then I will end it after that. Video's gonna be done after that. I don't really have much to say after I go through some of the commanders. So, we'll just kick things off with my favorite commander, commander number 1. He's the funnest of the fun. It will be Legolas Counter of Kills. It's very mirrored, so there will be a separate picture right there. And what Legolas does is, whenever you scry, if Legolas Counter of Kills is tapped, you may untap him. I don't do that much, unless I go to main phase 2 and I just have another creature that's just like summon scry 2. I do that a lot sometimes. Not a lot. I do it sometimes. But his other effect, which is the fun one, whenever an opponent creature... Honestly, I'm just not going to read it word for word. Whenever a creature your opponent controls dies, I get to put +1/+1 on Legolas, which is insanely fun, insanely rampy. But this paired with Warden of the Grove, get Warden of the Grove out turn 3. Just ramp it up so you can get Legolas started with a couple +1/+1s, because he's a little weak. He's a 2/3. He's not doing much at the beginning. But after you get that ramp up, Legolas is a demon. Like, actually one of the scariest ones on our Magic table. And then after Legolas, we will have Tori D. Avenant. That's not how you pronounce it. I just like one piece and I like the D. Still insanely mirrored. Don't know how to fix that. So there'll be a separate picture to the side for all of these. Basically, what Tori does is she has Vigilance Trample, and whenever she attacks, all other attacking creatures I control get +1/+1 until end of turn, which is fun. Because, like, a 1/1, 2/2. A 5/5 would become a 6/6. A 5/6 would become a... Anyway, other red attacking creatures you control gain Trample. They gain the Trample side of Tori, which is fun, you know. You won't have your big red creatures, some of them having haste. Ooh, if you get haste on everything, you just summon a big creature Trample. Ooh. Tori is one of my work in progress decks. Saying this stuff out loud is really helping out with this. Then, all white creatures I control get untapped after combat. So, what that means is they get the vigilant side, basically. So, I mean, that's just get some bulky white creatures, get some hard-hitting red creatures. You got a really sweet commander for 4 mana, too. Legolas and Tori are both 4 mana for great commanders. Next up on my list is Shiko, Paragon of the Way. Mirrored. So, picture. But what Shiko does is it has Flying Vigilance, which is fun. I like Vigilance. And it is... Oh, I didn't tell you... Tori's a 3/3. Anyway, Shiko, Flying Vigilance, 4/5. When Shiko enters, exile non-land card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. Copy it, then you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Pretty decent. Pair that with some like exile control stuff like airbending, which I have over here. Aha! Appa. Not using that as a commander, but I will use it as support, because when paired with Shiko, it's great. Because when Appa attacks, you can choose target creature gains flying or airbend, which is exile control. Shiko's all about that exile graveyard control aspect of the game, which I like. Exiling is pretty fun. There's some cards, not some, there's a couple cards that I've seen that are just get +1/+1s for your exiled creatures, which is, oh my god. Because pair that with airbending with Appa, that's just a +1/+1 every turn, basically. I really like +1/+1 decks. They're fun. But for one of the bad commanders at our commander table, we had one of my friends who was playing Ruby. I don't know. We just call her Ruby. She's bad. She was a 1/2 with haste. Yeah, 1/2 with haste, and you could, for 2 mana, 1 red, 1 green, you could tap it to make a red or green mana. Whenever you control a creature with 4 or more attack, it would get +2/+2. Now, initially, we read it as it would get a +2/+2 for every creature with 4/4, which is not the case. It's early game ramp, but after early game, it's just there's no need for it, you know. And since it's red green, you got your big stompy green guys and your fast red guys. Yeah, Tori sucks. Not Tori. Tori's awesome. Ruby sucks. Next up on our list, we have... I don't know the name. I don't know. I'll show it on the screen. I'll be able to find the card because it's not that difficult. It's in a precon. He just plays the precon. But basically what it is, it's a 1 for 1 black, 1 red, 2 colorless. Yes, nailed that. It is a 3/3, because I remember sucked against Legolas. What it does is when it enters, all creatures must attack this turn if able, and they have to attack a different player than you. Fun for me, Legolas, because like ramping, creatures dying. But it's annoying. And then whenever a creature you control dies, each player loses a life and you gain a life. Also annoying. So that commander is very annoying on the side of things. But up next we have Admirant Coral from Final Fantasy. He's a very fun one. He's a 5/4 with trample, and for however much damage you do to a target player, you do that much damage to everybody except yourself. So like when you attack, if that player just chooses to eat the 5 damage from Admirant Coral, everyone's taking that 5 damage. And Admirant Coral has to attack every turn. So what do you want to do? Do you just want to take 5 damage and make the entire table take 5 damage? I mean, that's what I'd do. I'm going to go ahead and put Legolas back in his tombstone while I'm talking about this next one. For this next commander, it is a 5 cost, 3 colorless, 1 red, 1 blue, I'm pretty sure. It is a Otter Wizard that I don't know the name of. And what it does is it will copy the first enchantment, sorcery, or otter spell you play per turn. Let's go. Nailed that. And it's a... I don't know how much health, toughness, attack it has. You'll just see that in the picture. But it's fun. Just ramp up with enchantments and stuff. Duplicate otters. He doesn't do that. He duplicates a lot of annoying spells. I can't remember if it's sorcery or instant. If it's instant, then he then you can duplicate a lot of counter spells. Ew. That commander is annoying. Anyway, on to... Wait, is that it? Is that all the commanders I've played against? No. I have a friend who plays a Krenko deck. We all know Krenko. Yay, Krenko. Just double goblins. Goblin, goblin. Goblin, 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 goblin. I don't have enough fingers. But yeah, Krenko's fun. Get that up with some like goblin. Oh, there's a new enchantment coming out in Lorwyn that anytime a goblin dies, every player loses a life. Oh, Krenko would be great paired with that if you have a red-black goblin commander. Ooh, getting ideas. Don't let me be getting these ideas. And then, I'm not going to drink that yet. For this last commander, I have him right here. Nobody plays him, but one of my friends got like 3 dupes of him, so I got one. It is Gadwick the Wizened. Wizened? I'm going to call him the Wizened. When he is X, colorless, 3 blue. And what he does, when Gadwick the Wizened enters the field, draw X cards, where X is the colorless mana you paid. Whenever you cast a blue spell, tap non-land permanent an opponent controls. You know what this means? Counterspell. Tap. Counterspell. Tap. Gadwick is just the definition of the worst mono blue players. That's not true. Mono blue proliferate is the worst. But that is 12 minutes of me just yapping about commanders. So yeah, I can do this for a while. And so if you like this, I mean, I guess you can subscribe. I don't really care. I don't know. I just do it if you want, do it if you don't want, I don't care. And then, with all this commander junk, with all this being over, yeah, I said I'd end it after I'm done. I'm done, so see ya.